2. Hey everyone, welcome back to Kelvin's Library, where we summarize great books to help you learn faster and smarter. Today, we're looking at The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Let's jump right in. Preface: Robert Greene explains that power dynamics exist everywhere, in politics, work, and relationships. The book studies historical examples to show recurring patterns of how people gain, use, and lose power. Law 1. Never outshine the master. Make those above you feel superior. If you appear too talented or clever, you may trigger insecurity and backlash. For example, at work, don't correct your boss publicly or show them up in meetings. Frame your ideas as building on theirs so they feel enhanced, not eclipsed. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Friends may become jealous or careless with power. Former enemies, however, may be more reliable because they have more to prove. For example, in business, a former competitor you partner with may respect boundaries more than a friend who expects favors. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Keeping your true goals hidden prevents others from interfering or preparing defenses against you. For example, don't announce career moves or business plans prematurely. Prepare quietly and reveal only when it's too late to stop you. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. Speaking less makes you seem more powerful and prevents you from revealing weaknesses or intentions. Law 5. Guard your reputation with your life. Reputation is a foundation of power. Once damaged, it is difficult to rebuild, so it must be protected carefully. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. Visibility brings power. Being ignored is worse than being criticized, so standing out keeps you relevant. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you. Using others. Effort saves time and energy, while allowing you to take credit and appear efficient. Law 8. Make other people come to you. When others must seek you out, you control the situation and gain leverage. Law 9. Win through actions, not argument. Arguments create resentment. Demonstrating results is more convincing and lasting. Law 10. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Negative emotions can spread. Associating with people who constantly fail or complain can pull you down. Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. If others rely on you, you are harder to replace and more secure in your position. For example, develop specialized skills or institutional knowledge others rely on. Law 12. Use selective honesty. Occasional honesty can build trust, making later deception harder to detect. Law 13. Appeal to self-interest. People are more motivated by their own benefit than by gratitude or loyalty. For example, frame requests in terms of how they help the other person achieve their goals. Law 14. Pose as a friend. Work as a spy. Gather information by listening closely. Knowledge gives you an advantage in decision-making. For example, listen more than you talk in casual conversations to learn priorities, fears, and intentions. Law 15. Crush your enemy totally. Leaving enemies partially defeated allows them to recover and seek revenge. Law 16. Use absence to increase respect. Too much presence can reduce value. Absence can make others appreciate you more. For example, avoid being instantly available at all times. Let people miss you. Law 17. Keep others in suspense. Unpredictability makes people nervous and attentive, increasing your influence. Law 18. Do not isolate yourself. Isolation makes you vulnerable. Staying connected keeps you informed and protected. Law 19. Know who you're dealing with. Different people react differently. Misjudging someone's nature can cause serious mistakes. Law 20. Do not commit to anyone. Remaining independent allows flexibility and prevents others from controlling you. For example, stay neutral in workplace conflicts instead of choosing sides. Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Appearing less intelligent than others can lower their guard and give you the advantage. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. When weaker, surrendering can buy time, reduce harm, and create future opportunities. For example, agree outwardly to an unfavorable decision while quietly preparing a better position. Law 23. Concentrate your forces. Focus energy and resources on one strong goal, rather than spreading yourself thin. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier. Success comes from understanding social rules, managing egos, and avoiding open conflict. For example, praise publicly, criticize privately, and respect hierarchy without groveling. Law 25. Recreate yourself. You can shape how others see you by controlling your image and behavior. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Let others take blame for dirty work, so your reputation remains intact. Law 27. Create a cult-like following. People seek belonging. Giving them belief and purpose can earn loyalty. Law 28. Enter action with boldness. Hesitation signals weakness. Bold actions inspire confidence and discourage opposition. Law 29. Plan all the way to the end. Thinking ahead prevents surprises and ensures long-term success. Law 30. Make accomplishments seem effortless. Appearing naturally skilled enhances your image and intimidates competitors. Visible struggle reduces perceived power. For example, let results speak instead of broadcasting stress or exhaustion. Law 31. Control the options. Give people choices that all benefit you, creating the illusion of freedom. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. People prefer comforting illusions over harsh realities. Appealing to dreams gains support. Law 33. Discover each person's weakness. Everyone has emotional triggers. Knowing them provides leverage. Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Acting confident and dignified encourages others to treat you with respect. Self-respect commands respect from others. For example, carry yourself confidently regardless of title or background. Law 35. Master the art of timing. Knowing when to act or wait can determine success or failure. For example, introduce proposals when decision-makers are calm and receptive. Law 36. Disdain what you cannot have. Showing indifference reduces its power over you and others. Ignoring provocation removes its power. For example, don't dwell on missed opportunities. Redirect focus forward. Law 37. Create compelling spectacles. Strong visuals and symbols are more persuasive than words. Visual drama amplifies authority. For example, use strong visuals and presentation for launches or announcements. Law 38. Think as you like, behave like others. Standing out too much can attract hostility. Blending in protects you. Law 39. Stir up waters to catch fish. Emotional reactions weaken people's judgment and give you control. Law 40. Despise the free lunch. Power usually has a cost. Paying your way keeps you independent and respected. For example, be cautious of favors that compromise independence. Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great person's shoes. Following legends invites comparison. Create your own path instead. Living in another's shadow weakens authority. For example, when replacing a strong leader, establish your own style. Law 42. Strike the shepherd. Through removing the leader often causes the group to fall apart. Removing leadership destabilizes opposition. For example, address decision-makers directly rather than arguing with followers. Law 43. Work on hearts and minds. Force creates resistance. Persuasion creates loyalty. Loyalty is stronger than force. For example, persuasion and empathy outperform coercion in leadership. Law 44. Disarm with the mirror effect. Imitating others' behavior confuses and unsettles them. By reflecting people's behavior back at them without emotion, you unsettle them. They expect resistance or submission. Mirroring gives them neither and makes them lose balance. For example, a coworker constantly interrupts you in meetings to assert dominance. Instead of confronting them or withdrawing, you begin calmly interrupting them in the same manner, using their own tone and timing. When they object, you respond politely and say, "I thought this was how we were contributing now." The behavior suddenly looks rude when reflected back, and they either stop or expose themselves as unreasonable. Law 45. Preach change, but never reform too much. People fear sudden change. Gradual reform is safer. Law 46. Never appear to perfect. Perfection provokes envy. Showing small flaws makes you relatable. For example, share small flaws to seem human and approachable. Law 47. Do not go past the mark. Knowing when to stop prevents self-destruction caused by overconfidence. For example, stop pushing once you've achieved your objective. Law 48. Assume formlessness. Be Being adaptable keeps you safe. Rigid people break under pressure. If this video helped you, comment your biggest takeaway. Want us to summarize another book? Drop the title below. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who wants stronger presence and influence.